And would you look at this? I had cleaned this up not too long ago. I guess that didn't last very long. But in any event, greetings viewers, this is CP666 signing on to talk about this iMac G3600. And I just recently reinstalled Windows on that. I guess I'm going to be reinstalling the OS on this, because it has been my goal to go ahead and get a larger sized hard drive. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. I just want to get a bigger hard drive for it. And I found one. This is a 40 gigabyte Western Digital Caviar drive. That's what's in there right now, but it's a different drive. That came out of, I think this came out of a Dell Precision 330 workstation. That had kicked the bucket pretty badly, actually. Blew up in my face, so that wasn't really fun. But in any event, let's go ahead and get this out of here. And we'll upgrade the hard drive. One other thing that I'm going to end up doing eventually is upgrading the RAM in both of these machines. See if I can find any decent RAM modules. But I don't know. I digress. Let's get down to the removal of the system from here. Alright, some screw rescue is a little bit necessary because of the really crappy design of the EMI shield. So I've taken this off, and now we can take a look at the crack inside the machine. It's in this outer acrylic housing, and you can see that it's a fairly massive structural crack right here. So after an almost Herculean effort, this thing is now in some semblance of form. I was able to rescue some screws, but unfortunately this machine's fate is probably going to be readily apparent. I don't know if I'm going to keep it for much longer, but this plastic piece right here basically disintegrated as I started taking things off. And they are sharp, I will say that much. I haven't managed to cut myself on these yet, but you can see, maybe, just how sharp these edges are. In the event that it does break. So a lot of this stuff was just floating around loose. I'm surprised it didn't fall apart sooner. Alright, everything is now set up back there, but there are two things. Number one, the keyboard and mouse isn't plugged in, they're over there. So just in case it does explode, I don't trash good parts. And number two, I don't have it plugged into the wall, because the last thing I want is to stick my hand in behind a machine trying to power it up and have the whole thing just blow out back at the wall. Because I've seen that happen before. So we're going to plug it in right now on camera, see what happens. Okay, here we go. Well, maybe not. Cables are in the way. Alright, here we go. Really, for real this time. I don't see any 5-foot flames. I don't hear anything weird. I did hear a pop, though. Just a quiet one. Like it sounded like it came from the speakers. I don't know. Let me find something with which I can poke and turn the machine on. Because I don't want to touch it, so... Let's fabricate something. Alright. See if we can turn the machine on. Or if it explodes. Apparently I can't hit it with this. So I'll just touch it with my hand. Well, I didn't hear any sound. Oh my god. It actually works. Nothing's exploded yet. I'm actually shaking pretty badly. So, maybe you can see that in the video, maybe you can't. I've just been pretty scared about this, so I'm not that scared to stand by it right now. Let's go ahead and shut it down. That's an interesting drive. I've never heard a drive like that. So obviously the bearings are shot in that drive, just like they are with this, but they're not as loud. It's not as loud of a drive as the Maxsters are. And it sounds a little bit different. But anyway, let me plug the keyboard in and get my disk out, and we're going to go ahead and install an OS. Alright, so instead of installing 10.4 like I normally do, I decided to do something different. Since I already have a disk that has 10.4 on it, and I'm trying to find the hard drive. Where did I put it? Let's see, right there. Yes, I did pick up another one, but it's right there. I don't know if you can see the actual drive. Probably not. It's too reflective. Whoops, but that's where it went. We're going to put 10.1 on it, because I have a copy of 10.1 Puma. So let's insert our disk here. Very reassuring mechanism. See if it works. See what it does. I'm gonna have to reboot the machine. Guess I'm gonna have to reboot the machine. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it's booting. I get a spinny ball, and it doesn't respond to my input. Is this plugged in? Oh, there we go. Now I have input. So it looks like it's loading. All I still have is that spinny beach ball. I can't move my mouse. Let's see if anything happens in the next couple of minutes. Alright, it is now definitely doing something. Oops. Just knocked my mini tripod over, that's all that was. This is difficult because there's so much crap on this desk that... So now you can see exactly what the old version of the macOS looks like, or maybe not because this camera won't focus, but... Let's use English for the main language. Yep, we are listed as iMac. Sorry for the blinking. At least 128 megabytes of RAM and at least 1.5 gigabytes of free space. We meet those requirements. At least we should meet those requirements. I agree to the software license agreement. Select destination. Ooh, we don't have a disk. So here's how we're going to do this. So you can see I've booted it up in target disk mode. We're going to run this PowerBook here, and we're going to format the drive and disk utility on the PowerBook. Oops. I don't want to fall over. That would be not very good. Let's go ahead and log in here. If it'll log in. It's going really slowly. Not sure why that is. And you can see the background that I now have it set to. I just love really ripping on Windows 8 here, don't I? Anyway, do you want to use null to back up to Time Machine? No, I don't want it to use it as a Time Machine drive. Can it actually read the disk? Still, yep, there we go. So there are the files. This is obviously Windows XP. I didn't erase the drive before I took it. Oops. Usually I do erase the drives, but I guess I didn't this time. Well, then again, I would be erasing it anyway, so it wouldn't matter. And before I get rid of a machine, I secure erase drives anyways. So I'm guessing the older installer can't find Windows partition disks. Alright, now it shows up, which is a good sign. I don't really need to erase the destination because it's already okay. Let's customize it, see what's here. That should all be okay. Just install everything, why not? And we'll see how that works with this blurry out of focus video. I don't know why no camera ever wants to focus on this stupid CRT. I don't understand it. It's always this one, it's never that one. Everything always focuses fine-ish on this one, but not on this one. Probably because it's already out of focus anyway, but you get the idea. Alright, so the installation was successful. It will restart in a couple of seconds. Of course, if we restart it ourselves anyway, it won't restart in a couple of seconds. Now it's going to boot off the CD again. So obviously, as you can probably see, that didn't work out. So we're just going to go with the method that is tried and true, and we're going to see if this is actually going to work. And this is probably going to take forever, and it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have started this tonight because I knew something like this was probably bound to happen. Oh well. And I don't think that's normal. Is it actually doing something, though? No, it's not doing anything. Okay, let's try this again. As you can clearly see, I tore it apart again. Because we're going to do it this way. Hopefully it decides it's going to work sometime in the next decade. I guess it can do that, too. Ah, there we go. Now it's doing something. Alright, so it should be almost done now. There's only 2 minutes left. But that's a small amount of time, considering that this has now become a 3-hour endeavor. And I still haven't installed all the updates, and I still have to install my programs, and do all that. What a lot of work for something minor like this. I don't really know. At least I'm giving this PowerBook G4 some use, though. I wanted to get a video of this PowerBook G4 in tonight, but I guess that's not going to happen because I don't have enough time. By the time this is done, it'll be about 4 o'clock in the morning. And at that point, I have to be in bed and I have to have the lights off. Just because of a personal rule. I don't want the lights on to be on all night. Because, of course, we have neighbors. So, I don't think they would appreciate this bright light all night. I don't think anybody would appreciate my talking all night, so I'm not going to bother. Now it's installing Norwegian language pack. It's installing all of it. I just installed everything, basically. And the camera won't zoom out. There we go. Alright, the computer will restart in a couple of seconds, so we're going to turn that off. So it doesn't try to boot from it. And I'm going to eject the disk as well. Alright, let's see if it works. Probably not. Yeah, I thought so. Focus, you stupid camera. Whatever. I don't have time to figure this out. So after all of that, I was able to get it to at least start to go with 10.1. Probably gonna play this. And of course I have this plugged in because it's about 4:30 in the morning. I guess I have CSA layout. I don't know. Oh, registration information. Enter a password. What? No, I'm in the... Oh, there we go. Canada, Eastern. And the date and time is all wrong. I had to set it using 24-hour time, which is annoying, but whatever. Yeah, there we go. Comes with Internet Exploder. Let's eject this CD. So you can see, 768 megabytes, 10.1. Now you're probably wondering what I did to fix this. And what I had to do was I had to connect it via target disk mode and format it as a macOS extended partition instead of the OS X, or instead of the macOS extended journaled partition. And that kicked it to life, that allowed it to work. So anyway, there you have it. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then, I can get to sleep now.